fact check you, that like it's different.
Whatever.
They're gonna be top. Oh. You see how your build does not? You didn't even.
What?
Minions have spawned.
No,
Can you just trust in the process?
No, it's hard to trust in the process. Now I'm trying my best. I wanted to hear you. Like I genuinely wanted to see the build work. I was rooting for you.
Yeah, but look, now we're not going to die because we didn't have balls.
So you're saying you died or you died for the call? Like actually, I saw like 10 steps ahead.
Yeah. There's a reason why the 60% win, bro.
See in the future. Okay. Say bismillah. Say bismillah. Say bismillah. Say bismillah. No, you did. You said it late. Now you said it late.
Can I explain to you how League of Legends works and why my playstyles are actually broken?
This is not broken, Dantes. You're breaking the game. You're f***ing up the win rates on everything. This is good. You're making Draven gonna get buffed. I like it.
No, but I'm saying that my playstyle in ADC is broken.
No. You know what's sad? Once I heard that donation about the donation or sub when somebody said the Vayne build, wallah, my heart sank. You managed to gaslight that poor guy. Press W. Get your Sheen props with this build. You want to press this? Kite him out. What the fuck? Lord, I'm lock screen green. Okay. Hit him with it, Dantes. There you go.
This is fucking Draven Demon, kid! Watch and learn!
You just did a whole lot of nothing to screen. You locked screen.
Dude, I don't know why you're laughing.
You just locked screen the whole fight. You auto attacked the connected once and press R. And you locked. What the f did you do there?
I would have thought that when I start going second win and doing my broken build, all of a sudden I start winning.
Okay, you got. Burn some for the stunts. Auto kite.
Oh!
Kiting skills over top. Press. Yo, this is the latest. Kite. No. Oh.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, Dantes.
What?
No, Dantes. We need to practice kiting.
What else could I have done there?
You kited like a silver player, I swear to God. You just kept, you looked at him, gave him a kiss, and just walked away. You didn't even throw a single auto attack. You just kept running.
An
I
ally has
auto
been
100
slain.
times. What?
No, you didn't. You did.
Comes your gaslighting.
Are you serious?
Comes.
You know what? Just for you, but when we're done with this, I'm gonna do the build just for you, okay? What's so? Just you need to text me the whole build. I'll limit test it myself. I swear I will.
All right. Perfect.
You need to
Try force Merc Sim LDR.
Okay, that's really good. Oh, really good. Oh, I like that. Dantes, we're lock screening. Dantes, we're lock screening. We need to like unlock.
I can't unlock, bro. I'm locked in.
Talk to him, Socrates. Press Q. Just run. You're not gonna win. What? Go, we Merc skimming. Oh no. Oh heavens. Kite him out. Let me see the kite. Okay, just mind. Never mind. Put him in reverse, Terry. Reverse.
We did that on purpose.
Close. Actually, not bad. Bro, all I'm gonna say is bot can diff this game. Because building tag team made it so that they focus from every fight and they still lose. That's why it's so good.
You know I made it.
They didn't. I did.
I literally made this build.
Oh yeah? Find me a proof.
Last season I tweeted it, but before this I was using building.
Find me the proof.
Somebody go find that.
This is the dog test build.
The disable. But the merch
If you don't do the build
skin.
anymore, it's not your build. Oh my god. You know what it's like, Hums? It's like you sit there and like you don't meet up with like your girlfriend anymore. Then some other dude starts piping your girl and you say that's my girl.
End the game, Dantes. End the game, bro. Enough with this cock bullshit.
My bad.
You just got the freest win by your team. Say thank you, team. GG easy. You really typed GG easy after that. I swear, if I was a jungler, you got a pace bin in the ultra after that. You did 22k damage in a 40-minute game.
Did I win?
You did 22k damage in a 40-minute game.
Okay, let's.
Hello Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian. How you guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, guys, we're actually not going to be talking about Russia. I know, this is crazy, right? Today, we're going to be talking about a country that is Russia's closest neighbor and perhaps the country that is the most similar to Russia, which is Ukraine. I wanted to discuss and show you guys probably the most interesting and the most surreal case of life imitates art that you guys will probably ever see in your entire lives. Let me start from afar, okay? You guys know that in 2016, when Donald Trump was getting elected as the president of the United States, a lot of people were saying that Donald Trump has no presidential experience, has no political experience whatsoever, and he's also a reality TV show host, right? And you know, people were like, this is ridiculous. We're electing a guy who's most known for is You're Fired, and who's also most well known for appearing in Home Alone 2 for 2 seconds. Well, guys, what if I told you that the current president of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky, is actually a reality TV star and show host as well? And not only that, but 5 years before getting elected as the president of Ukraine, he actually starred as himself in a TV series about himself becoming the president of Ukraine. And to this day, nobody knows if this is just a coincidence or if this all was a planned presidential campaign that's been going on for more than 5 years. Alright, now let's start out with a bit of a short backstory here. Vladimir Zelensky, the current president of Ukraine, was born in 1978 in the Ukrainian city of Kryvyi Rog. When he was still a school student, he started participating in so-called drama or comedy club known as KVN. I have to explain this. Basically, KVN is a thing that roughly translates to as the club of the funny and the witty. Basically, KVN is like a huge show in Russia in which students that form comedy clubs
Sabar Aji.
and the funniest ones, the ones that win all the competitions, they basically get promoted to higher and higher ranks, and eventually the highest ranks of these comedy clubs, they actually compete in a TV show, which is shown on the first channel in Russia, which is the main channel. Basically, this show, this humorous competition, has been going on for like over 60 years now, in Soviet times, and it's one of the most popular shows in Russia, period. A lot of people that end up on the show were them producers in the Russian media entertainment, they become actors, they become stand-up comedians, writers of comedy shows, etc. He became a part of one of these comedy clubs, KVN, and then they slowly made their way up to the ranks, the highest ranks. They made their way to Russian TV, and they formed the comedy club. So Zelensky was essentially the front face and the leader of this entire comedy club, and they won a bunch of awards, a bunch of these competitions. But eventually he got noticed by Ukrainian TV and Ukrainian TV producers, and he became a huge star on Ukrainian TV, producing and being the host in many entertainment comedy shows in Ukraine. And so yeah, he was a very successful comedian in Ukraine, and also he created his own TV channel, which was actually mainly Russian speaking. He basically became a Ukrainian celebrity. Now, as you guys know, in 2014 and 2015, there was a lot of bad blood between Ukraine and Russia, the annexation of Crimea, the Ukrainian civil war, etc. And after those events, Zelensky started showing his political side. He created his own political party. And also in his shows and his stand-up comedy, he started making fun of Russian politicians, including Putin. Only he knew that, like 5 or 6 years later, he's been sitting at the conference table with those exact same people he's making fun of. Life is crazy, okay? And after that, in 2018, Zelensky announced that he's actually going to be running for the president of Ukraine, and in 2018, in a landslide victory with over 73% of votes, he won, and he became the president of Ukraine in 2019. So yeah, that's the story of his life. But we glanced over one major detail is the fact that, once again, he had a huge TV series, a huge TV show, where he basically played himself and became the president of Ukraine inside the TV show. And it might just be the most genius political campaign of all time. So, in 2015, Zelensky, as part of his TV channel, I guess, produced and starred in a huge TV show called Sluga Naroda. This TV show became became crazy popular. Just on YouTube, a lot of the episodes of the show each have over like 6 million views, and the compilation of all episodes has like over 13 million views. So this show is pretty crazily popular, and that's just YouTube. It's also been shown on TV in Ukraine and also Russia, believe it or not. Now there's actually a funny story that is connected with this show running in Russia. The thing is that one of Russia's biggest comedy entertainment channels called TNT actually bought out the rights to show this show, Sluga Naroda, where Zelensky becomes the president in 2019, which is exactly when he was actually going to be president. So the thing is that was really cool. You see guys, there's a very popular Ukrainian saying that he insults Putin pretty badly. Just watch it out and play. So in this scene, the newly elected president of the TV show is shown watches that he can choose for himself to wear as the president. The prime minister in the show says that this is the one that he would have. Zelensky in the show responds with Putin Hublo. The thing is that this is a reference to a very popular saying that I'm not sure I can say because I'm probably gonna go to jail, but it's a reference to a very famous Ukrainian phrase that's been used during the protests in Ukraine and against Putin and Russia and stuff like that. Which pretty much sounds the exact same as insults Putin directly. And so of course the Russian TV was kind of iffy about running this particular part, so they cut it out in actual screening of this TV series on the Russian TV channel TNT. But what happened is that the news actually got out that they removed this part that was from the TV series, and basically the Russian government steps in and the Russian TV channel TNT had to take off the program from the air. They couldn't show the TV series anymore on their TV channel because of that one Putin joke. So yeah guys, I just wanted to tell you about this because I think it's a pretty telling example of freedom of speech in Russia. Anyways, now let's actually talk about the TV series itself. What is it about? So the TV show is called Sluga Naroda. The funniest thing is that the presidential posse that Zelensky TV show about. Basically, Zelensky plays the role of a regular person that accidentally becomes the president of Ukraine. The main character of the show is Vasily Goloborodko, who is a regular history teacher in Ukraine. He's shown as a completely regular person who's actually recently divorced, has a son, and actually lives with his parents at the age of like over 30, which is kind of sad. And he's just a regular person who's faced with real problems. For example, on the street who can't even park his car properly, and he cannot even say anything to him because that young guy is the son of some huge politician. So he just works as a regular school teacher, and the TV show himself shows a lot of problems that normal working class the everyday problems that the lack of any attention from the government, etc. The blatant nepotism that is everywhere, etc. So by the movie storyline, the next presidential election in Ukraine is coming up, and during one of the lessons where he's teaching that his students are being called in to help create the booths for voting or whatever inside the school, because in Russia voting usually happens in schools. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Russia, I meant to say Ukraine, but also of course in Russia, Ukraine, it's like literally the same system. So it's all Soviet countries, it's all the same. Anyway, Zelensky's character, the teacher, gets really mad and starts screaming at his colleague, another teacher, these elections are just bogus. We keep electing one corrupt politician after another. He gets really mad. And so what happens is that one of the students of Goloborodko records him with his cell phone and basically uploads that to the internet, and the clip goes viral. Apparently it gets over 8 million views. And essentially without his interest or without his approval, what happens is that the video goes viral, and apparently all the people that have watched it, they become fans of him and they want to vote for him as the president. So what happens is that his students actually create a crowdfunding campaign to get enough money to pay money to the government, essentially, to actually be approved as a candidate for the election, for the presidential election. And so they collect the money, they pay the money, and and eventually Zelensky's character, Goloborodka, who's just a regular history teacher, wins the presidential election and becomes the president of Ukraine. I would say the show is pretty okay. It's not like hilariously funny, but it's not bad, honestly. And there's a lot of pretty funny moments that essentially just make fun of the way that, you know, the presidential system and the governmental system and everything in front of you. All the people that used to disrespect them and not care about them, now they start to try to be on their best behavior around them and stuff like that. You know, there's moments where the president, you know, Zelensky's character, he comes into like a regular bank and there's regular people standing there, but then it turns out that those are not actually regular people, those are actually Ukrainian special agents regular people, which is like a reference to the fact that Putin actually has agents that pretend to be real people around them. This has been spotted multiple times, like same people disappearing in different places and stuff like that. And there's a lot of moments which show that like in our countries like Ukraine and Russia, you know, people that are in power care more about than regular people. Because like as soon as he comes to presidents, like an entire team of workers come to the house where his family lives and start like repairing the house, you know, the apartment building. His dad gets stopped for like breaking the traffic rules, and when the cop sees that his he's like, oh, I'm sorry for stopping you, things like that. Oh, there's also this one scene which is like a complete cut of that Obama. Was that he was like acting really friendly with like black people, and he was like, you know, more formal with white people. Here he doesn't really want to be very upfront, which I thought was pretty funny. In the, you know, ex-Soviet countries. But the thing is that it also shows, you know,
Oh my god.
In the TV series, for example, his mother in the very like old school Jewish Russian or Jewish Ukrainian accent where she can't pronounce the letters properly. She says it instead, which is like a stereotypical Russian Jewish thing or Ukrainian Jewish. So it's down to the Zelensky himself is Jewish Ukrainian, and his family is also implied to be Jewish Ukrainian. His entire look, the way he dresses, the way he speaks, the way he acts, it's all the exact same as Zelensky does in real life. And here's the thing, at some point this feels like this goes from a comedy show to an advertisement of Zelensky as being a possible candidate for president. You know, he's shown to be a person of the people, a man of the people, a regular working class person who has a regular family and who's also, you know, doesn't really want all the luxuries of being a politician. You see, throughout the entire series, he keeps getting offered all these luxuries that a politician in his position gets. So he's offered luxury clothing and luxury watches and free women. Everybody just bows down in front of him, people that used to disrespect him, you know? But he doesn't want it. He's always like reluctant to accept it, and he feels weird about it, you know? There's a very big accent in this movie on the fact that all of this he doesn't want. He just wants to be a good person. He wants to stay a man of the people. And the thing is that this is exactly the stance that Zelensky himself had. You know, at the beginning of this video, I kind of compared Zelensky to Trump a little bit, and they're completely different in their politics or whatever, but there's one thing they're actually close in, is that they're both like businessmen, they're reality TV show hosts, they're producers, they're self-made men who don't need to be in power, in political power. Because in Russia, but in Ukraine, there's a very big stereotype, which is true by the way. It's not really a stereotype that usually a person wants to become a politician, become a politician, or basically get rich. But that's the thing about Zelensky, is that he does not need to get rich. He's already balling, you know. He already has a huge media conglomerate. He already is a producer of multiple shows. He has no incentive to become a politician and steal money, which is exactly very similar to Trump, right? One of Trump's biggest gestures was to like, you know, lowering his presidential income, you know, his salary as a president. He doesn't need it. He's there to make America great again, you know, and he's not there to make money because he already has money. Well, he had the exact same stance, essentially, the exact same aim in this regard. So yeah, all of this raises a genuine question. Was this just a TV show that happened to be a coincidence that he actually became a president later? Or was this a show that has been going on for way longer faster than usual honestly, I think it's the second, because the thing is that he just made this TV series in 2015. The show basically only ended when he literally became the president, so like it all tied in very nicely, you know. It's very much a crossover episode with the TV series and real life when he actually became president. The first season came out in 2015 as a TV series. The second season came out in 2017, and the third part of the full Godfather saga came out in the TV series in 2019. So he wanted to roll out throughout the years and literally ended right before he actually became the president of Ukraine. So the way this song ran through and throughout the years actually fits so perfectly to him actually becoming the president. And the fact that his local political party has the same name as the TV show and the movie. It's honestly genius. Like, he used all of his resources in Spain and TV show to basically use that in order to create an image of himself as the American people. For 4 years, he's been advertising himself essentially indirectly as the next president of Ukraine. And by the time that he announced his presidential candidacy, he already had TV show. So they were like, why not, right? So yeah, guys, I don't know what it is. Campaign of all time, and I want you guys to share your thoughts down in the comments. Hey, yeah, guys, I think this is one of the most surreal things that's ever happened, and this is no even a level beyond anything that Donald Trump did, because Donald Trump did not have a TV series where he pretended to be president for 4 years before actually running. But yeah, Mr. Zelensky, well played, my friend, well played. That's something very interesting you've done here. Anyways, guys, I guess that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, make sure you slap a like button. And guys, if you want to support my channel and want to support me, make sure to go over down in the description to my Patreon link and donate to it. I would gladly appreciate it if you guys help me out through these tough times. I would gladly appreciate it, and also you get an invite to my Discord, which is pretty cool. And yeah, guys, once again, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Who needs reasons?
Has destroyed a turret.
Ah!
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Let's just behave. Said no one ever.
my god.
I'm about to see something really cool.
Rampage.
Holy shit. Hello?
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Oh shit.
Stands for G. Part of the plan I just made up. Shot other guns.
Shut down.
Wing.
Killing spree.
I'm trying to care, but I just can't. intentions. What's the worst that could happen? You think I'm crazy? You should see my sister.
The enemy's inhibitor has respawned. Aced. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Light on my feet.